Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of The Incredibles for the PlayStation 2. After we finally managed to get Dash to school and dealing with a ridiculously dark level filled with people carrying flamethrowers, we have been sent on a new mission.
Mr. Incredible, you may find that some of the island defenses are still active.
Well, great. Alright, welcome to Beach Landing, which does start in the same way that Mr. Incredible lands on the island, which I really do like. Okay, so Mirage is in contact with you. She'll tell you like what each of these enemies are called. I can never make out what she says they're called though. These things have names, but I certainly don't know what they are. Here they're not too bad, but later on in the game they will get much faster. The instruction manual does list the enemies, but for some reason these guys are missing. And even then, some of the other enemies she mentions aren't actually, go by different names. Yeah, you can't jump when you're carrying something there. Well, I broke something. So we can grab a tree and then fling our way along. But yeah, those guys are called helibots. Probably guess why. She doesn't tell you anything about them. The thing about helibots, as you can see, is once you've brought them down, you can attack. You can pick up their heads. Sometimes you have got to make sure you're not right next to the head when it explodes, because it is like a bomb. The heavier the item, the slower Mr. Incredible moves, I think. Or is that might have been the sequel? I'm not sure. See, what does she call it? I saw she's calling it a space wad. Or a space pod. I'm pretty sure that's not what they're called. So yeah, these guys, they look like the Omnidroid, and as you can see, they also have the Omnidroid scanner thingamajig. And they'll keep coming until you destroy that thing. You can mind your timing, because those things are generating electricity, and I did just get hit by it. So welcome to Beach Landing, a level that honestly I don't care for this level. I don't care for either of these levels. There's another level after this and it looks almost the same, only with slightly less beach. Okay, so you're going to have to do this quite a few times in the game. You'll spin these things around and they will temporarily deactivate something. In this case, they're deactivating these robots, which itself deactivates the electrical floor. Right, let's take out this guy first, without falling in. The water doesn't kill you, but you will have to swim pretty much all the way back. Ow. If you swim too far, though, these giant grinding things will appear, and they are instant death. This is not the way to go. In fact, I'm going to be honest, I didn't even know this was here. I have never seen this before. Seriously, I have never seen this before. I've seen this before, like the cave, I just didn't know there was another way of getting here. I will say one thing about this level though, is it does have quite a lot of secrets. I will praise it for that, there are a lot of secrets in this level. Actually no, I think that is a cave I've never seen. I don't like these guys. Unfortunately here they keep coming. There's no way of stopping them. Which makes sense really, because you need to pick them up and throw them at this robot thing. I don't know what it is. They take about 3 hits to destroy there. Or in this case 2. I think it depends what you throw at them. And the problem with both them and the helibots is that you can only... You have to hit them in order to pick them up, but sometimes they will instantly die, other times they won't, and that's when you can pick them up. I don't know what causes them to instantly get destroyed though, right? Now I always fail at this. He's going to attack me now anyway. So I thought. Unfortunately this still isn't going to work. Yep, I missed. Yeah, of course the island defences are still active because this place is run by Syndrome. Though again, we will never see Syndrome. Obviously we'll see him in the clips from the movie. And there is a level in the game called Syndrome's Base, but in terms of actually seeing Syndrome, he is nowhere to be seen. When we saw him as Incrediboy in that one level, that is the only time he appears in the game. Ow. This game has a lot of knockback, by the way. Ow. I can't hear what's going on. That's always an awkward thing to do. Gotta try and jump off the... Ah, what the... Alright. I was gonna say, when was there a helibot? But the answer is there. There was a helibot. He's a hell of a bot. Ah? No, it's terrible. Yeah, these guys will start to get much more annoying. Like here, they're not so bad, but later on, they will charge their attacks up instantly. Right, now I don't want to go down there. That just takes us back to the start of the beach area. They give you a place where you can climb up here, just not in Apartment Inferno. And just swing across. Yeah, this is an issue that I do have with this film, is that the film. Well, I fell down anyway. Alright. Thing's not even down, is it? I think you actually have to step on it first. Yep, I have to climb all the way back up again. Great. Alright. I'll continue what I was saying when I get back up there. Please don't knock me off the edge. Yeah, they're not... This game has to have some of the worst knockback I've ever seen. Yeah, one thing I don't like about the game, not the film, is what I meant to say, is that this game can be quite repetitious with its level themes. Like, the level after this looks very similar to this, only with a bit more jungle. That was close. I probably should have stepped on the platform again. There's about 4 levels set inside a base, and with one of them the level does look a bit different, but for the others a lot of it does look the same. And that's the main issue. No. Why are you aiming over there, Mr. Incredible? No, I don't just call him Bob. I know his name. I'm a viewer of the film. It's not his identity isn't a secret to me. Bob, Helen, Dashier, Violet, and Jack Jack. By the way, man, we haven't played as Violet yet. And spoiler warning, we're not going to be playing as her for a long time. In fact, she only has 1 level in the entire game. Technically. What the? I did not let go of the button. Right, I'm just going to wait now. And we're not going to be playing as another character for a while. Again, I really don't know why they didn't just bother making 1 playable character. Ooh, that's a... There's a flasher. I don't know why they didn't just make Mr. Incredible the only playable character if they're going to do that. There's about 17, 18 levels, however many it is. You play 3 as Elastigirl. And you play... Not how I intended to do that, but anyway. You play 3 as Elastigirl. You play 2 as Dash. 1 as Violet. And then there's 1 where you're in the force field, which is why I wasn't exactly sure how many you count when it comes to Violet and Dash. Because it's pretty different for both of them. Especially Violet. So you really are playing as Mr. Incredible for the vast majority of the game. And it feels kind of uneven as a result. Now this game did get a sequel. And was what we had, the closest thing we had to an Incredible sequel for many years. Which is The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. Now, I'm not exactly sure if I'm going to have time to get to that game as well. Maybe, I'm not sure. But I do consider that to be the better game. Levels are still, I'd say, a bit more varied. There's some of them are still kind of similar to each other. You have two gameplay styles, and I like that the game makes good use of both Mr. Incredible and Frozone's abilities. And overall, like all of your moves and everything, like all the stuff Mr. Incredible does now, I don't even know how that missed, but everything we're seeing Mr. Incredible do now, he can still do most of it in Rise of the Underminer, but he's much faster. Oh my God's sake. I need to destroy these guys first. No. Oh. It is difficult to get these things out of the way. I got to destroy the turret things first, and then I have to destroy the robot. And then I have to destroy the generator things. I do like how after getting hit, Mr. Incredible is still in his carrying position for a while. Right, let's let that thing charge up first. No? That was out of range. Right, now the easy part. We're still going to be seeing these guys a lot more often. See, like that. That guy, that one just instantly got destroyed. Did I attack it on the way down? I don't get what happened there. And that is how you do that. Nope, nothing interesting. Nothing interesting in there. And then your suit dries over the course of like 5 seconds, which granted is still 5 seconds more than most games. And now I've forgotten where I'm going. Oh, okay. The giant obvious pillar. And then a tree. And that's it. Alright, well, so yeah, the next level is pretty much the same sort of thing. It's really not that much different. So, this is what I mean. Like, some of these levels go on much longer than others. I mean, granted, that lasted a bit longer than it needed to, but still. So, you know what, with the edits, it's not really that long, actually. So, you know what, let's continue. Let's continue. Now, Madison Island. You can see, that's what their blades look like. This level doesn't really look any different than the last one, just with a bit less beach, but there's still plenty of that. That's my main issue with it. This is the boring part. I don't care for either of these two levels. But yeah, the Omnidroid was rather lacking in a jumping animation there. So yeah, these remember this guy from the film? Identification, please. Voice key, incorrect. Voice key, incorrect. Yeah, he's back here. Only we're seeing him now instead of later on. and they look a bit different and make a different sound. These guys, the bird is included in the enemies list in the instruction manual, and yet those, whatever they are, don't. It's going to make a much more generic sound. And yeah, hitting them will fill up your credit meter. Very slowly, but it does do it. I got that thing instead. So I say, I'm pretty sure the lasers are supposed to disappear. And then you can destroy it. How do you get past them on the other side then? And yeah, there's a lot of those spinning robot things are here. But they're like really rusty and ow, that's weird because this island isn't exactly abandoned. So I don't know what's going on there. Now, how did that happen? Because that isn't attached. That wasn't attached to anything. How is that even hovering there? Yeah, we'll take these things out first. And yeah, Mr. Incredible does have a crouching ability, which you can also do apparently when you after performing a jump attack. It is pretty strong though, so I do recommend using it when you can. Yeah, these guys do go down in one hit, but they're apparently immune to lasers. But a punch knocks them out instantly. These are the only 2 levels they're in though. We're not going to be seeing them again after this. So, I've forgotten the point I was making now. I'm not sure if this is the... No, I don't think this is the last level. No, I'm pretty sure these guys are in like the second to last level as well. How did that not hit? Oh, I don't know. But yeah, if you crouch, you can do that. Every now and then, very occasionally, when I hit an enemy, the game sort of goes into like a freeze frame of it. I say, wow, that was awesome. You can also see it in like the demo. You know, it's one of those games where it's like, right. This is one of those games where it's like you have a demo if you wait on a start screen too long. It flat out interrupts Frozen. So I say it's a good thing. Right, I think these guys are called Leaper bots. They cut. I mean, besides the fact that they look like Omnidroids, these guys, despite their appearance, they go down in one hit, but they'll jump away from you until you hit them. Right, they'll jump away from you, but they can only land on those platforms. And then once we get to the last one, that's it. So they're pretty useless all around, really. And this is the only level they're in. Hello? Let's try the other waterfall. That was not what I was expecting. What, am I not allowed to go that way now? There we go. Again, this is all for a bonus item. Now we have moving lasers. I can walk right under. Not so much here though. They're faster here. Ow. Oh, oomph. You don't have any invincibility frames in this game, by the way. Once you're down, you're down. I don't know why that bit of debris is there. Yeah, this game does have quite a few enemies that only appear in like one level. We have those Leaper bot things. We have... oh boy. You could just keep firing. We have... what other enemies? Well, the Logger Henchman appear in 2 levels. We have the Arsonists. And if they don't appear in 1 level, very often they only appear in 2. Because we're not going to be seeing the spinning orb robots after this, and that was bad. Right. I need you to not do that. Right. You can still pick these guys up. Okay, you have to aim at the turret 3 times. That's what I was doing wrong. I'm sorry, 2 times. 3 times. Ow. It should not be this hard to pick stuff up. Alright, it's a good thing metal bends that. Jerk! That can be another benefit for when the head... I don't think they respawn until the head explodes, so... If the head doesn't explode, then you are given a bit more time. Another one of these guys. I think this is the last time we're going to be seeing one. If not, then there's one more. Oh, okay. I forgot about that thing. Even though there's one part of this level I never forget, I somehow just forgot about it. I don't think it's mandatory to kill this thing, but it helps. Generally, if you throw something at it, though. So like this water. Look at this nice water. Should for a PS2 game. Sometimes he doesn't like to grab a hold of ledges. I don't know why. Sometimes Mr. Incredible just does not grab onto ledges. I don't know if I have to be in a very specific place or what it is. Damn it! Yeah, and enemies do like to bombard you at times. By the way, everything we're facing here is much more dangerous than the Omnidroid. Both this one and the next one. So we're chasing down, well, I believe it's Omnidroid Mark 8. What the? He grabs a hold of it and let go. Ugh. It's Omnidroid Mark 8. Because we've seen that Syndrome has been making more and more of them, killing off superheroes. Just grab a hold of the damn thing. And that one, preferably. And then every time the superhero destroys them, he brings them back to take out another one. But they can't take out Mr. Incredible. No, no. I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Alright, there we go. It is rather pathetic, really. Hello, Mr. Incredible. Alright, how are we going to do this? Thankfully, we're nearing the end of the level. Ah! And... right. Cut back to when I get to the damn turret. Break. There we go. Right. I don't like this part. So what you can do here is shoot. And you got these guys constantly coming towards you. And this guy is constantly shooting at you. So what we need to do is we need to destroy the giant ship thing that's just here. And bizarrely, your health is actually the purple lines in your Incredimeter. Bit weird. And this gimmick is going to come back, but not until like the second to last level of the game. And this thing is shooting missiles at you as well. And the missiles hurt. A lot more than I thought. But yeah, there's a bit too much happening at once in these parts. Thankfully I got him down just in time. Because you constantly also have those seeker bots coming towards you. They don't have any method of attack, they just charge at you and there's loads of them. I'm not even going to bother with that. By the way, that's the one that keeps respawning every single time you come into the level. Don't know why. Ugh, that part was frustrating. And he's going to be nowhere near as bad. We haven't even gotten to my most hated enemy of the game yet. It isn't the Omnidroid. Oh, look at the damage I received. Pretty high. Anyway. So, rather anticlimactically, we're going to have to finish things off here. So next time, we're going to be taking on Omnidroid Mark 8. And then we're going to grab ourselves a new suit and immediately start heading after Omnidroid Mark 9. But something tells me we're going to have a much more annoying robot to fight in between. And I will see you guys then.